Afternoon. Trouble with a long-neglected West Omaha hotel has neighbors and city representatives exasperated.
The Westmont Inn at 109th and M Street has fallen into disrepair over the years. 6
News producer Roger Hamer is on your side tonight with why it's taking so long for something to happen with the hotel.
Built in 1975, the Westmont Inn has definitely seen better days. It has sat abandoned for nearly 7 years and continues to deteriorate. The property sits in Councilman Rowe's district.
It's just not working for the numbers.
This was a major issue for constituents when Rowe was elected 2 years ago. Rowe says he is now working with his second owner, Carlisle Senior Living LLC in Idaho. They bought the property in October of 2021 with plans to turn the old hotel into a senior living and veterans center. But the lack of progress is frustrating for everyone.
Yeah, it is. It's a difficult situation. I feel bad for the investor that bought this property. He bought it in a time a couple of years ago, and it was a different economic environment. And I've talked to him recently, and he still is having issues with securing financing.
Progress here is also hampered by some bureaucratic red tape. I spoke with developer Larry Williams, a representative for Carlisle. He says part of the reason financing is being held up is that the previous owner had liens on the property that were never cleared. A clean title is needed to move forward with financing and any construction. I found 2 liens against the property listed in county records. Williams says they are working with the city to clear those up. Another reason for the delay, the city issued a demolition order for the building, but that was recently rescinded. Williams also says the previous owner let the property go and fall into extreme disrepair. Meanwhile, the property became a de facto housing unit for transients.
When we talked last time, we had a kind of a mess. You know, the fence had holes in it, and he's repaired those. He's actually secured a full-time security person on site who actually lives here 24/7. He has a camper, just keeping an eye on everything, making sure that the building is boarded up.
Rowe says the owners have taken some measures to improve the property.
They've done a much better job of that, of keeping first floor boarded up, so we're not having the people sneaking in and spending the night. We don't have nearly the fire calls. You know, we were having police calls every day, fire calls, and I think that's really subsided.
Developer Williams tells me the entire building has been gutted. A new roof was recently added to protect the inside from further deterioration. He says Carlisle Senior Living LLC has no intention of backing out of the project. Councilman Rowe says everyone needs to be patient a bit longer, but warns the clock is ticking.
We're getting a little bit toward the end of our rope, and we need to see some action and a plan that we can kind of sink our teeth into.
On your side near 108th and L, Roger Hamer, WOWT 6 News.
Larry Williams says the company's already sunk around $3 million into this project and will invest an additional $6 million to get the building renovated. It adds that once a clear title is attained, work on converting the old hotel can begin hopefully by springtime.